Hey, St. Thomas, this is your priest in charge, Dyer. Hope you're having a great week. Many of you know, if you haven't heard by now, that my husband and I are expecting our second child here very soon. And it's very different, as a lot of things, between your first and second child. But one thing I've noticed in particular for me that's very different is the way that I am waiting. For our first child, she was born in Georgia. We were living in Connecticut at the time, so we came down, I came down about a week early to wait for our surrogate to give birth. So there was nothing for me to do. I cleared my schedule. I was in Georgia and just sitting around waiting by the phone, enjoying life, waiting for things to happen. Here it's very different. Our surrogate is local, so we are not going anywhere. So I'm doing my day-to-day work, and yet I still find myself thinking about the surrogate pretty much every 10 minutes, and it's just always kind of on my mind. So two very different styles of waiting. Maybe you have experienced in your life waiting in two different ways, or the many other varied ways that we wait for something. And I began to draw a parallel in our community, at least, with us waiting for the new building. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get a little bit impatient with our building, especially as things start to ramp up and our building starts to take form and it becomes more of a reality. I'm eager to get into our new space. And I began to think, how are we waiting? How are we using our waiting time? Are we simply sitting around and not doing something and just waiting for our new building, for everything to come about? Or are we actively going about our lives, thinking about our new buildings, but getting on with our life and doing God's work here and now? I think the new building will be a great gift for us, and I'm glad that we're doing it. But as I said over and over again, we have work to do right here, right now. And we can't afford to sit around and wait for our new building and think that that will solve everything. God needs us right here at this very moment. So let's get busy and continue doing God's work. Let's not sit idly by waiting for something. Let's begin to work here and now. So I invite you, as I prepare to take a brief couple weeks for parental leave, to use this time to the best of our advantage, to continue to do God's work, to continue to dream dreams and big ideas, and then to make them happen as a community. I believe that St. Thomas's days, his best days, are ahead of us. And I know that we can do this together. So let's get busy to actively waiting. Let's get busy doing God's work. Meanwhile, if there's no baby coming, I hope to see you this Sunday. We'll be worshiping at St. Luke's Church at 15th and P at 9:30. So see you this Sunday at St. Luke's for a combined service for this Sunday only at 15th and P, 9:30. Take care.